The following has been developed by state and provincial agencies in association with the Agency for Instructional Television. Together, serving education.
I know, Pam. I know. I will get a car. It, just might not be this month. Look, I gotta go. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. How are we doing?
Good. Real good. Even better than I had projected.
Oh, that's great.
But we could be doing even better than this if we could make deliveries.
Yeah, I know. I had to turn down another order today.
Happens every day now. You know what we could do? If the business keeps doing this well, we could buy a delivery truck.
A delivery truck? What about my car?
Well, we can't afford both, and the truck would mean more customers
And probably get a tax credit and maybe some additional deductions.
Yes, the truck would eventually pay for itself. I'm sorry, honey, but I'm afraid that your car's just going to have to wait for a while.
Taxes are an important part of our lives. About 1/3 of the average American's income goes to various levels of government in the form of taxes, income taxes, sales taxes, excise taxes, property taxes, and others. Our participatory economic and political systems work best when citizens understand the fundamentals of taxation. A new audiovisual series, Tax-Wise, provides this understanding. The series is designed for high school students and includes 6 programs and a teacher's guide, which show how taxes affect young people, adults, and businesses. Some major questions answered in the series are, what are taxes for? Who actually ends up paying taxes? How do taxes influence behavior? What are the characteristics of a fair tax? How does tax policy sometimes generate conflicts and social goals? All of these questions are dealt with in real-life situations that feature young people. This technique immediately involves classroom viewers and makes it easier for them to understand taxes. The series can be used in such areas as social studies, business education, consumer education, and economics. Let's look at one of the programs in the series, How Taxes Influence Behavior.
You know, I never thought taxes were a big deal. And I certainly never thought they could influence your behavior. That is until my dad wanted to start his own business. You see, my dad's wanted his own bakery ever since he was a little kid and he worked in his father's shop. But it wasn't until recently that he was able to make his dream come true. And part of the reason he was able to do it was because of tax exemptions and tax credits.
You've been acting depressed all day.
My dad decided to start his own business, a bakery.
A bakery? How great.
I'm not so sure. It's gonna make it really hard on us financially. Like last night, he told me I can't get a car. And he's just assuming I'm gonna help him every day after school. And on Saturdays, we'll never be able to see those guys.
No car? I was counting on you to drive up and see Jim. We were gonna split the cost.
I know.
Roxanne, we'll never see the guys now.
I know, but what am I gonna do about it? I can't get a car if I don't have money.
May I help you?
I want to get a present for my boyfriend. It's his birthday.
Oh, well, this is nice.
Oh, that is nice. $15. I can't spend that much. Do you have anything that's less expensive?
Not if you want European colognes. The French aftershaves are more expensive because of additional taxes on imported goods.
Well, maybe I should get a brand that's not imported, if it's just as good.
It will cost less if you do. How about this? There are no additional taxes on domestic aftershave.
This'll do. Thank you.
I've done a lot of market research in the past few months, and there is a need for another bakery in this town.
But how are we going to get the money to buy a whole bakery? Or the equipment? Or, I don't know, the pots, pans, flour, all that stuff.
I've checked on that, and we can buy it all on a competitive basis. Of course, we'll have to get a loan from the bank to buy the actual building. I've told you that already.
Yeah, and put up everything we own as collateral.
The other thing to remember is that all our business expenses can be deducted from our business income.
Deductions?
That's right. They reduce our tax bill. We don't pay taxes on deductions.
Like the deductions we get on our interest payment on our home mortgage?
Sort of. The mortgage deduction is to encourage home ownership rather than business operations.
Just the same. Aren't you going to have to pay more taxes too, Dad?
Yes, that's true. There will be payroll taxes like unemployment and Social Security. But loans and taxes are just a part of running your own business. Look, Roxanne, I'm tired of working in someone else's bakery. I want a chance to make some real money. Be my own man. Work with me and we'll be partners.
Partners? But, Dad, what about school?
Schoolwork comes first, bakery second. You work when you can, before, after school, and some weekends. I'm going to need to hire help anyway if we're going to be as successful as I think we are.
Well, Dad, I was counting on getting my own part-time job so that I could get a car.
I've done my homework. If you work with me, I know we can make a go of it. And as partners, you'll share in the profits. And you'll get your car.
I will? Dad, I know you wanted to do this all your life. It's just that I wish Mom were here, that's all. It's kind of scary, just you and me.
I know, honey. But trust me. I know we can do it. And there's no better baker in town.
I'm sure there isn't, Mr. Whitaker. And it's clear you've given a lot of thought to starting up this business. But we do need some additional information for your loan.
Such as?
We need to know the location of your business. That will help us to determine how much of a loan is justified.
Why is that necessary, Miss Wall?
Because certain areas of the city are designated as redevelopment zones. You could get a tax break if you locate there.
The interest on my loan will be a deductible business expense, won't it?
Yes, it reduces expenses and encourages business to expand. Now, there is something else we need to know, and that is how much equipment you plan to buy and whether it's eligible for tax credits.
Tax credits?
Right. If you are eligible for tax credits, your tax bill will be reduced by the amount of the credit, and your profits will be higher, and you'll be in a better position to repay your loan.
A tax credit is worth more than a tax deduction?
Right.
Now, this just came in on the computer today, but I think it's exactly what you want. You know, this used to be a restaurant. It's got a good-sized commercial kitchen in back, nice front room, plenty of counter space. It's not in bad shape either.
And how much is it?
It's a little more than you had in mind, but this area is a big city redevelopment zone, so you're going to get a big break on your property taxes.
Well, that's what the bank officer said.
And the reason for the tax abatement in this area is to encourage businesses to bring new jobs into the community. You put your bakery here, you'll save money, and more than likely, you'll get the loan.
What do you think, honey?
Well, let's take a look inside.
This is it. Just like my father had in his bakery.
It looks expensive.
It is. Partly because there are no pollution controls on this older line of equipment. You know, the city has special taxes on equipment without pollution controls.
I suppose we'll have to break with family tradition.
Let me show you this over here.
This new oven will get me an investment tax credit?
You mean us?
It sure will. Our company uses tax investment credits, too. It helps us expand our business.
There goes the down payment on my car. I'm only teasing, Dad. I always wanted to pull up in front of school driving a stainless steel commercial oven. There's
Well,
your change.
thanks a lot.
Thank you. Have a good day. Hi, how can I help you?
Just so pouch. One of those.
One of those?
Yeah.
Oh, those are all. You're welcome. Bye-bye. Oh, I'll be with you in a second. Okay? Thanks. Early Rising Bakery. Oh, no, I'm sorry. We don't deliver. Can you pick up? Yeah, sure. I understand. All righty. Okay, that'll be $5.25.
$5.25? Oh, we forgot about sales tax. You got a quarter?
I told you I'm broke, but wait.
Well, let's see. I got 3 cents.
Hold on. There's 2.
5. We need 20. Yeah, well, this isn't gonna work. Can we just have 10 donuts instead of 12?
Sure.
Thank you.
Let's see. That'll be $4.73.
Thank you.
Out of 5? Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Sure. The sales tax may be raising money for the state. It sure is losing money for us.
I need the work, but I just don't think the take-home pay is enough.
$5 an hour is all I can afford. I still have to pay payroll tax on top of that. Social Security, workman's compensation, unemployment.
But, Mr. Whitaker, I have to pay Social Security, too. And I have to pay a babysitter every day to take care of Jamie. I won't have that much left.
Well, you know, Lucy, you can get a tax credit for child care. Part of that money you pay out, you can get back. A tax credit is even better than a deduction.
Really? Well, look, Mr. Whitaker, I'll have to find out about that. And in the meantime, I might have to take another offer.
I understand completely, Lucy. If you can get that much, you should take it. $7.50 an hour is good money.
You don't have to worry about it.
Goodbye.
What are you laughing for? I'm serious.
Well, we've lost Lucy, honey. She's taking another job.
Well, Dad, I think I found our help.
Who's that, Roxanne?
Well, it's
Me.
Do you want to work in the bakery?
Sure, I could use the money to help a friend get to college.
I know, Pam. Mm-hmm. I know. I will get a car. It, just might not be this month. Look, I gotta go. Yeah, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye. How we doing?
Good. Real good. Even better than I had projected.
Oh, that's great.
But we could be doing even better than this if we could make deliveries.
Yeah, I know. I had to turn down another order today.
Happens every day now. You know what we could do? If the business keeps doing this well, we could buy a delivery truck.
A delivery truck? What about my car?
Well, we can't afford both, and the truck would mean more customers
And probably get a tax credit and maybe some additional deductions.
Yes, the truck would eventually pay for itself. I'm sorry, honey, but I'm afraid that your car's just going to have to wait for a while.
Wait a minute. I have an idea.
Yeah, honey, the rest of the order.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
Okay. Now, don't forget, this is a business trip. Keep a record of your mileage.
I will, Dad. I will.
The audiovisual programs are only part of the TaxWise instructional package. There is a teacher's guide with a separate section for each program. Each section includes suggestions for introducing the program and follow-up activities. Special information about vocabulary and content is provided, as well as a duplicating master for a student assignment. Another feature of TaxWise is the Workshop Leader's Handbook. It's used to help teacher trainers familiarize classroom teachers with the series and to further their professional development. Workshops for teachers will be held during the 1984-85 school year throughout the nation. TaxWise extends and complements the existing IRS program, Understanding Taxes. For more information about Understanding Taxes, contact the IRS Taxpayer Education Coordinator nearest you. TaxWise is a remarkable educational resource. It was cooperatively developed by the education agencies and economic education councils of the 50 states, the District of Columbia, and the Department of Defense dependent schools. At the national level, TaxWise involves the Joint Council on Economic Education, the Agency for Instructional Television, and the United States Internal Revenue Service. Implementation of TaxWise will be assisted by all the state councils and centers on economic education. For further information about TaxWise, please contact your state education agency or your state council on economic education.